Welcome back, guys. It's Jahlon. This is my Jahlon On series, and tonight I'm talking about motivation. And it's pretty funny, as I sat here and I did the script, I have my notes for this video. I didn't want to cut the video tonight. It's late, it's Friday night. I streamed for 5 hours today. I cooked dinner. I really just want to go to bed. But then I realized if I don't do the video now, it's going to be disingenuous because I will have done a video talking about motivation when I didn't have the motivation to do the video. So I'm going to explain a little bit more later, but what I want to start off with is motivation is that thing that drives you. Do you hate your job? Well, why are you still there? Do you hate your apartment? Well, why are you still living there? The interesting thing is a lot of you have strong emotions about something in your life that you want to change. You just feel like a failure because you're not taking steps to change it. The thing is, that's okay because you're making excuses not about the fact that you want to change something. Your excuses are all based not on the difficulty of the task, but on your perceived stressors involving the task. Now, this comes from a book called The 5-Second Rule, and it's by Mel Robbins. And I want to disclose right at the beginning, I will never take a penny from an author to promote their book. If I promote a book, it's a book that I have found value in. And I'm going to be honest, there's a couple of books that I've used because for a couple of years, I suffered from crippling anxiety. I just was paralyzed and I couldn't make decisions, which isn't a good character trait for an Air Force officer. And so I started trying to figure out how to get like my mojo back, how to get my motivation back. And what I ran into with this book was you are not avoiding the task, but rather the stress that you associate with the task. And when I read that in the book, it absolutely hit home with me. If you're sitting there on your couch right now and you're listening to this video and your kitchen catches on fire, you're not going to hesitate. You're going to throw your phone, you're going to jump up, you're going to get a fire extinguisher, you're going to put the fire out. Because you're not just going to sit there and watch your house burn. But then why do you sit there and watch your life burn? It's the exact same thing, but how the problem is presented to you is different. You could be sitting there on your couch right now and your kitchen catches on fire, and that's a no-brainer. Get up and address the emergency. So why is it you're sitting on your couch and you're a little overweight and you know you should go work out, you should go take a walk, or you should go take a run, and you sit there for about 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden you start to make excuses about why you can't do it. What are those excuses? I have to change. I'm going to be sore. I'm going to have to do laundry. I'll have to shower. I don't have the time. You know what? Those aren't about the exercise. Those are about all of the stress you feel that goes into it. Suddenly you start making excuses to avoid something that not only you know is good for you, but it's something you want in your life. You've recognized that you're a little overweight, and you've recognized you want to lose weight. But all of a sudden, all these things start to pile on top of you, and your conscious mind sabotages you because you're stressed, and you haven't learned how to deal with your stress. Now, later on in this series, I am going to talk specifically about managing stress. But I want to tell you, this morning, I was faced with the exact same thing with the workout. I woke up, I was in my bed is nice and warm. I wake up, I look at the phone, it's 55 degrees outside. I do not want to get out of my bed that is nice and warm and go for a run. But because I've broken this cycle of no motivation, I woke up, saw the temperature, got my feet on the floor, stood up, grabbed my running gear, grabbed my hoodie, grabbed my headphones, grabbed my Oakleys, and I was out the door within 2 minutes. You know what? I had to change before I streamed. I had to shower before I streamed. I'm a little sore, and guess what? I made the time. Because what was I going to do? Lay in bed for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes playing with my phone, and then not get my goal accomplished, and then start stressing over the fact I didn't get my goal accomplished. So I went for a run, and guess what? Everything worked out just fine. None of those stressors affected me. I want you to right now, I want you to stop, and I want you to get a sticky pad. And you're not going to understand why you're doing this right now, but I want you to do it. And I want you to take that sticky pad, and I want you to write down 5 seconds, and I want you to write down, just do it. And this is going to be our Nike motto. And you're going to take that sticky note, and you're going to see 5 seconds, and just do it. And I don't care how many places you need to do this for you. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for you. My life is going to go on just fine tomorrow, whether or not you do this for you. Take that, stick it to your monitor, stick it to your bedroom mirror, stick it to your bathroom mirror, stick it to your car dashboard. You make as many 5 seconds, just do it post-its as you need to remind yourself that when you decide you want to do something, it doesn't have to be an emergency. The kitchen doesn't have to be on fire. You just have to act within 5 seconds and just start doing. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said, I didn't want to make this video tonight. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. But if I didn't make this video tonight, I'm going to go lay in bed. It's going to keep me up. I'm going to be thinking about how this video adds on to all the other things I need to do tomorrow. And what am I doing? I'm affecting my sleep. I'm affecting my progress. I'm affecting my workload. And let's be honest for a second. It's Friday night. It's about 9:15. It took me about 7 minutes to record this video. I can get it all edited up tomorrow. But it took me 7 minutes to execute something I wanted to do, to demonstrate within 5 seconds you can make a decision and start making your life better. What I'd really love for you guys to do is if you leave that note somewhere in your house, somewhere at your job, if you find that the note short circuits your brain and you actually do something that you normally would have put off, I want you to leave that in the comments below. I want to talk to you about your successes, and I want to celebrate your successes with you. With that said, now the next video I'm going to do is going to be on the content creation, because with a little motivation talked about, now I can start talking to content creators about how and why they need to have this trick of motivation, this example of I just did it and I made my content, and now I'll have another video up that I wouldn't have if I've just gone to bed. I will see you next time when we start talking about that. And as always, you guys take care. What are you still doing here? Nobody ever stays this long. This is the end screen. Well, since you're here, there's a couple other videos I think you should check out. And all those names, those are my patrons over at Patreon. I couldn't do this without them. So, big thanks to them for all their support.